Alrighty then, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome one and all. My name's Michael, I'm the Diddlesy Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder 2nd edition, Pray for Death, our assassin-based adventure featuring these lovely and amazing Patreons who support the channel and keep the lights on. Guys, say hi to the folks at home.
Hi, everybody.
Good morning.
Hello, folks at home.
And a very, very, very warm welcome to Laura Barnes from the Monday Table, who is now a permanent fixture here on Sunday mornings. Welcome in.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
Glad to be here.
Are you excited for today?
I am.
Are you keen to introduce everyone to Naish?
Yippity yip.
Hell yeah. I must say I was a very, very big fan of the like I've always liked the Pray for Death tokens and stuff and things like that, but I've really liked how the half orcs look against it, especially with like Kara from before and stuff like that, and you know obviously Naish as well. Now it's they definitely look so cool. I'm like all right,
Yes.
guys, we're here. We're gonna get started. I'm not gonna lie. I'm bordering on the fatigue level of stuff, so I'm just gonna zip through the intro so we can just get started, so I can build my energy up. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm gonna be honest with me. Gonna be honest with these folks, because I've been watching an anime called Talentless Nana, which is actually a really cool concept of the whole like the King's Game kind of, there's an island, Hunger Game style, everyone's got to kill each other, yada yada yada. It's kind of like that, which is sort of cool, but with a different concept where a human, a normal, regular person, goes to an island of superheroes where people are training to be superheroes, but the problem is the humans are like, oh, these superheroes are just teenagers with nukes. We have to kill them all, otherwise, stuff. So there's this assassination intrigue and stuff, and I got hooked, and I was up to like 3 a.m. like reading the comic book and researching it, because I think it's such a good story of like a group of people, or even a villain character who thinks that they're good, but they're trying to stop superheroes. Anyway, so I was up way too late, and as I said, and as you can probably tell, there's a bit of there. So we're going to get into the game, so as soon as we get in, we can... No, Votaria, you don't, because I will sleep later, because I don't work 9 to 5, so I can do that. Alright, so, first of all, welcome in. My name is Michael. Dad is a gamer. This is what we do. Play games, doing stuff. We have sponsors. Hero Forge. Tokens. Look at them. They're minis. These things. You can get them printed. Hero Forge. Check it out. Sirenscape. Beautiful noises. Sounds. Making noise goodness. Check. Fine. Fantasy Grounds. VTT. Look. Virtual tabletop. I know I never explain it, but that's what it stands for. It's a tabletop for gaming that is online, that these guys, they can connect to, and they can do stuff when the program decides to behave itself. So there's that. We then have players to play in games, because this is a storytelling game, and these are the characters who are the main characters of our adventure. We have Meg the pirate, who is looking for her family. We have Pietro the Dampire assassin, who is coming to terms with their vampiric blood and becoming more accepting of all aspects of all of the vampire stuff. We have Naish, who is our new character, who we'll find out about. We have Nikesh, who is a Red Mantis assassin zealot, who is very, very much raised, born, and bred to be an assassin. We have Balsam the Blood Mage, who has fallen from his belief of Akachek and has now embraced Calistria in order to get revenge on the people who betrayed Balsam and his friends. So that's that. And then we have Kailu, who is a assassin, sniper, elf person, lover of women and breaker of hearts. And the character does as well. We have, of course, going from top to bottom now, we have Calindria, who is not here, who would normally play Meg. We have Pietro being played by McBluff. We have Laura Bones playing Naish. We have Lucas, a.k.a. Mr. Game and Art, who is not here for Nikesh. Matt from All Things Fantasy for Balsam. And Cookie Mon Steve for Kailu. Yay! Round of applause for our peoples.
Clap, 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 clap.
Thank you, Laura. All right. Now, before we get started with today's game, of course, we have one last person to thank, and that is our lovely audience members who come here time and time again in order to do all the cool, fun, and crazy things that we do. Guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for inspiring me to continue running games and doing cool stuff. Now, we have a bunch of ways that you can interact with the game while we play. First of all, just by watching the show, you earn channel points that can be used at any point in time in order to influence the game with insight, wandering monsters, wandering bosses, divine intervention, divine healing, all these cool things just from watching. And don't forget as well, all subscribers get to advance the channel points a little quicker. So if you have the ability to, hey, give us a subscription, do the thing. Why not? Some of you have the Prime subscription just sitting there, just biding its time. You can get Daddy Bezos to pat himself on the back if you subscribe to me. There you go. Then, of course, we have our monetary donations, which are used to really actually support the channel. As you guys can see, we have our DAG survival check down the bottom, which we use for basically everything. All our overheads, all of the costs of subscriptions, and all the junk that we normally do. And the monetary donations are slightly more tangible than what we normally have for our channel points. So first of all, for $5, you can give a hero point to a player or a jinx point to the DM. Hero points can be used to stave off death, petition the DM for stuff in the rules, or roll with advantage. Jinx points can be used to counteract hero points, make bad guys roll with advantage, or complicate things ever so slightly. For $10, I will draw from a deck of plot twists, and I will implement said plot twist. Dun, 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 in order to add to the story and change things up. It's just a fun way to just keep the whole game fresh and new and exciting. For $20, you can give some of the coveted natural 20 because sometimes shit just needs to work, and that's how we do it. $50 has two rewards, either a boss buff where I grossly increase the difficulty of a fight the group is having, or a draw from the infamous fortune-telling Harrow deck, where if I draw a card from the Harrow deck, I will read out his prophecy, and our heroes will have 3 sessions to try and fulfill the prophecy. If they do so, then they will gain a boon, magic item, or a secret fighting art from the creature. During those 3 sessions, our heroes will also receive a boost to whichever statistic is associated with that card as well. So it's a plus 1d4, but, they get it. Lastly, we have our secret menu item, and this one's going to be a fun one because we are getting to the higher levels of stuff. We are getting to this certain point. Our heroes will get an opportunity to encounter and meet an Afriti assassin, a genie assassin, and our heroes will get a monkey paw wish. A single wish, one wish. It will have no limits, but it will have the monkey paw effect. So our secret menu item is that wish. Basically, our heroes are going to be granted, instead of a big, brutal fight with a person who hates people and slices and dices and all of that other stuff, instead, our heroes will be offered a grand wish, potentially, as well. So there you go. That's what we've got. No, I will continue to extra stress the monkey pawness. Okay, this will be monkey pawed. But our heroes might word it well, and I might not be able to monkey paw it.
Oh no, I have a great track record with wishes on this channel.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right, I think that's it. We're here. All right. So. Now, we had donations. We did. I saw them. Or they were pointed out. Schooly Guy, you mad lad. Thank you so much for your secret menu item donation, maybe? Is it a secret menu item? Is that what we're getting? Or am I dealing with 10 fucking plot twists? Or am I getting 3 nat 20s and Nation? Balsam is also getting a nat 20.
Really nice. Hiding.
Bag's trying really hard not to be able to do 10 plot twist cards in a single session.
Look, despite my current mental capacities, I will definitely fucking try.
Two-week 10 plot massacre.
Okay, fine. Son of a bitch. All right. Here we go. 2 week, 10 plot twists. Let's go. Plot twist number 1. Here we go, baby. Boom. Childhood lessons is our first one. Okay, actually, no, hold on. Let me move this down that
It's a
way.
good job Dag doesn't have any enemies.
Okay, there we go. So we have childhood lesson for our first one. Then we have something found. Something found, okay, for our second. Then we have the beloved tale. Interesting. We then have Epiphany. Alright, Epiphany's not bad. That's a good one. Okay, so that's 5 so far. We then have Betrayal. Ooh. Okay, that's a good one. We then have Rebellious Youth. Interesting. We then have Not Black and White. Followed by Hiya. Backstabbed. Some of these are showing up a theme. Just gonna put these together real quick. I mean, just saying, it just seems like there's a theme: rebellious youth and childhood lesson, backstabbed and betrayal, something found and an epiphany. All right, we got 2 more to draw. Here we go. We have the point of no return. All right, and last but not least, here we go. Ooh, a witness to history. I feel like this one's a given, actually, given the module, but you know. But yeah, that can go with Beloved Tale too. There you go. Look at that. Almost everything except these two were paired off. So this might actually be really easy. All right, here we go. So our plot twists as we go through them again. The point of no return, not black and white, backstabbed, betrayal, witness to history, the beloved tale, epiphany, something found, rebellious youth, and childhood lessons. That is our 10 plot twists for today. So there we go. Thank you, Schoolie. Merry everything for the holidays, you bastard. Okay, and of course, Cookie Steve with a welcome gift for Laura in the form of 3 hero points and a natural 20.
Oh, thank you. Much appreciated. I'm pretty sure I'll probably need them because Dag's deadly.
Around our table, you need them.
What? Nah, you be fine, yo.
Yeah, everyone's on 1 hit point, right?
Yeah.
So dead Aussie gamer should be deadly Aussie gamer.
Yeah, that's why it's why my catchphrase is deadly. It's not, but you know. All right.
Steve, I need you to understand, I have not taken any damage in here.
Huh.
I know. I'm perfectly well aware of that.
I can fix that.
You just jinxed yourself.
Why are you
Pietro.
pointing
Please
out?
do, honestly. I can't handle the level of kindness has gone down in Iron's case. I can't handle that.
All right.
Come on, he's only gone down twice
Wow.
in 1
These are the
session.
incompetents. These are the incompetents that sent into the library. Wow.
Okay. Here we go. hopefully this is the one I need. Alright, when last we left our heroes, they had entered the library in the Crimson Citadel in search of Savia, who had come down here as well. But upon arrival, they were confronted by a silver creature living in a mirror, who only allowed those devoted to Akachek to enter within the sanctum. After entering, our heroes found themselves in the bazaars of Isgamorte, where they got to see all of their worst nightmares transpiring simultaneously. The Riot Brothers parading some of their friends through the streets. The person who had tortured Meg's family, walking free and unperturbed. Our heroes flew into various forms of rage and attempted to save their friends and allies, as well as attack the devil, whose name was something. Can't remember his name. Torval Kempt, I think it was, or something like that.
Yeah, starts with a T. That's it.
Yeah. Little did our heroes know, however, that this is all part of the trial, the test to see and judge the worthiness of members of the Red Mantis. A battle has now ensued as Kailu, Balsam, and Pietro watches as both Meg and Nakesh vanish from view. Uncertain as to what they had done to dispel this particular magic, our heroes still believe themselves to be in the streets of Ilgamot. And it is here that we continue. As, what was the cliffhanger, Steve? We had,
what's their name, just came back in and is about to eat Liliana.
yes,
the
lizard woman.
person.
Yes,
Nasha.
that's right.
Nasha.
Nasha, yeah. Nasha the gladiator,
Yes.
who works for Torval Kempt, currently has Liliana raises her by her leg and prepares to lower her into her jaw. Liliana, of course, being one of Kailu's ex-girlfriends. But does Kailu still have feelings? Let us find out. Let's go back into initiative. Here we go. I will re-roll this. All right. Okay, we have the Riot Brothers up first. So, having defeated, quote unquote, Meg and Nakesh, the Riot Brothers are going to try and beat a hasty retreat. You watch as they are still trying to steal away with Nesmith and Kara as they attempt to bail.
They're both dead.
Oh, they both died. Oh, never mind. They both died. Ha ha ha. They're still going to try and escape.
Nesmith and Kara, the other two.
Yeah. They're both going to try and escape. Kailu, you're up. Do you seek vengeance for Kara and Nesmith? Or do you try and save Liliana from the fate that she's about to have?
Well, he saw that it was actually Nakesh that killed Kara, and was standing with his bow on the ground. But when he sees Liliana, he goes for his bow, and it's up, and he's reaching for an arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say like Pietro to try and talk him down, or do you want to play this out?
Oh no, that was what I was expecting.
Okay.
Even though it's out of turn.
That's speaking action. Speaking actions are fine.
Seeing Kailu, after just getting him back up, immediately trying to pull his bow back after that's what knocked him down immediately, was trying to do any amount of damages. Just spit out, "Damn you, man! Do not fall for this trick again."
At which point, Kylu, who doesn't learn well, but recognizes or that it's not working, and slides the arrow back into the quiver and stands and basically watches.
Okay. At this point, you watch as Liliana disappears. She looks at you desperately, reaching her arm out to try and call to Kylie for help. And with a snapping of jaws, her forearm is bitten clean off, as that is all that remains as the rest of her is swallowed whole into the jaws of this giant lizard folk gladiator. The sickening crunching noises fill Kylu with distress. Make a will save.
Sorry, I was doing something else. I was rolling actual dice yesterday.
Filthy real dice, full of germs. 33. What level are you guys? 16? 17? 17.
17 now.
17. Ugh, that's not going to make it, unfortunately. So, Kylu, you start to just get overwhelmed with despair seeing this. If it is an illusion, it's a damn good one. And Nasha is going to keep attacking the crowd, like, just, that's what she was told to do, and she's not going to stop because she doesn't need to. No one is stopping her. Okay. Which then brings us to Pietro.
Pietro will, for his first action, be attempting to appease Kylo, essentially, or convince him to just get out of here. If that is a possibility of what he can try to do, to just simply try to convince Kylo to leave.
Kylu's not going to resist at this point.
Okay.
Frankly, he's probably too upset to even argue.
Mm-hmm. Once he feels sure that you are actually going to get out of Dodge, Pietro will try to slink away into the crowd. Oh wait, not in the direction of Nasha, pummeling the crowd to death. In a very different direction from everything else happening.
Okay. As you begin to do so, make me a perception check.
Let's see. There it is. 39.
39. All right, very nice. As you begin to try and escort Kylu out, you bump into someone. Well, I say bump into, you just sort of more cross paths. And this appears to be that of a small halfling. As he bumps into you, he looks at you up and down and he says, sorry, sir. He then looks at Nikesh, and sorry, not Nikesh. He looks at Kylu and looks at you. He looks a little squirrely. Pardon me, sir, and he moves past you and leaves.
Pietro chooses not to speak at the moment. His objective is to get out of here. And we'll just tell Kylo to keep moving.
All right.
Am I misunderstanding something?
Make a religion check.
Okay.
Also, kudos for asking. Don't worry about the critical failure on that one. That one's fine. That's just for the old stuff. So, according to your religion and stuff like that, the assassin stuff, what you have just encountered was what we call a witness, who has made both you and Kylu's face.
Yeah, that's why Pietro was trying not to talk because he didn't know if I wasn't sure if it just had to be that they can't ID you later if we get out.
Oh, they can
Now,
absolutely ID you. Unfortunately
okay.
for Pietro, Pietro dresses very fancy. And Kylo has also
Can't
a
help
very
it, okay? I
and
cannot help it.
oh, well, I mean, and then again, same thing. Kylo, you and Kylo have very distinct appearances.
Understood.
Which this half, like I said, when the halfling sees Kylo also covered in blood, you can already tell from his face. Like, yeah, he's
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I think I was just missing that because I was thinking that the entire crowd is in chaos that they wouldn't have time to denote who's part of it or not.
And
But
yet this
okay,
guy has, which is why you made the perception check.
okay. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Okay. Anyone looking directly at us right now?
Make a perception check.
36.
All right. Yeah, you seem to be relatively alone.
Okay. Can I ask lore-wise if there's any specific ways that red mantis usually assassinate in crowds?
Usually poison, kind of making people look drunk and then passing them off onto the side. I mean, again, you could also give them a fatal wound. Again, this dude is like a low level pleb. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I think that Nesmith left us all with some poisons. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm struggling a bit today. Not feeling the best. It's okay if you help me a bit to
Sure.
describe it.
No, that's perfectly fine. Drawing from your pouch, you take out a poison that Nesmith had given you before he had left. Taking out a small needle from the kit that comes along with it, you dip the needle into the elixir before sneaking up behind this guy who's starting to increase his pace, and you stab him in the back of the neck. Please make a regular attack action.
Yeah, sounds good. Just with a melee weapon. Yeah.
Yep,
33.
easy done. You stab him in the back of the neck, and as soon as you do so, he starts to foam at the mouth, gurgle, and then collapse. Some people seem a little startled by him collapsing, but before that, Pietro disappears.
Kyler drops to the ground face first, smashing his nose against the pavement.
Yeah. Balsam, we then go to you.
Nelson was looking around. He's kind of enjoying the spectacle almost. Like he's watching the movements of this lizard folk and he's like, I am so happy I don't have to fight that. I'm just gonna melt it into the crowd.
Alright, make a stealth check.
Oh, my favorite. Can I perhaps argue for a society check?
No.
Damn.
I want to stealth into the crowd using society.
Yes, using society. Oh,
Hey,
okay.
there you go.
Oh.
Nice. So that goes from a critical fail to a regular fail.
Yep.
Yeah. It's just Balsam saying, "Hey guys, do me a solid. You didn't see me here, guys. Just do me the solid. You know I'm good for it."
Yeah, unfortunately, stealth is less than beyond your capabilities at this point. Yeah, I mean, again, you're this guy dressed in bright red with a giant mask on. You're so obvious. You know, people have started like gathering around you to kind of like. This is like kind of somebody puts like a couple of silver in your hand. It's like, you're one of these buskers, right?
Yes.
All right, but people are paying attention and noticing. Now, at this point, we move away from our current escapades to an entirely different area of the library, in which a half-orc appears to be... Well, what does this half-orc appear to be doing?
I just ate a biscuit.
Yep, there you go. It's the half orc sits there with some tea, eating a biscuit, as all of a sudden,
Probably perusing what time of day is it? Not that I don't think it matters in here.
there's no
but
real
it does
day.
to...
There's no real day and time here.
Then he's probably just reading through the latest batch of, reports or whatever that's been delivered. However they're delivered. Dimensional portal, little sucky tubes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. As you do so, the mirror in front of you begins to ripple, and out comes this like humanoid creature made of like that mirrored surface glass. You know this to be Silver Saber, the guardian at the front door.
Sable, what are you doing here?
There are more visitors to the library. I thought
More?
Yes, I thought you should know.
This is unprecedented.
Yes. In all of my time, none but the mistress have used the library. And yet, we continue to have people who know the ritual and the rites to enter.
Something must be wrong.
I thought...
I will go and see what this is.
Excellent. Well, I thought the same thing. I'm going to go back to my duties at the front.
Nish nods and then disappointingly puts down his half-drank cup of tea.
All right.
He still snatches a biscuit on the way.
Alright, he recedes back into the mirror as you make your way from the library. Let's see. Alright, you go from the library this way, this way, this way. To here, the entrance hall.
Oh, can you share a map with me as well when you get to where you're going?
Yes.
Silver plates.
Okay. Alright. You take a long road past the entranceway through several small little pocket dimensions and eventually come to this large room with kind of like this starry night sky motif everywhere around you. It's a square room, but with a domed ceiling, all of which reflect the same kind of like almost infinite space within. You can tell that two people are still amidst the illusion, and one person seems to have broken free, that person being Pietro. Pietro, as you slew the person in the street, you appeared within this space, and you can see opening a door into the nothingness emerges what looks to be a half-orc assassin.
You will probably acknowledge that the fact that they are in the library means that this is not yet another witness, but this is still someone he does not know, and they are currently searching for someone that has actively betrayed them, so will be drawing his weapons, but only apprehensively, not actively hostile.
One second.
on.
I just wanna point this out. One does not non-hostily draw out their weapon. If you do, I mean, I imagine it be defensively as opposed to aggressively. So, which is it? Are you going to be like assertive towards it, or are you going to like use it to defend yourself?
Sorry, I meant defensively.
Defensively. Yep. Cool. Not a worry. Yep. Because apprehensive means that you don't want to attack at all, but you've drawn reluctantly. Defensively means you're drawing it to try and protect yourself. So, yep. All right. So, Naish, you see that again. Pietro, who again you know very, very intimately. I say intimately, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know Pietro, and draws their weapon, and they seem very defensive.
Naish has got like kind of just robes, kind of like in the picture, like a darkish red. And he's got his hands kind of folded into them, into the sleeves, as it were, as he kind of like walks forward, and then as he sees you draw weapons, he just stops, and he's kind of just looking out at you from underneath the hood kind of thing, and you can just kind of see these sort of intense eyes just staring at you. And he just says, I mean you no harm, Pietro, if you tell me why you have invaded the library.
And I don't know, Nish, do I?
No, not at all.
Pietro just say, while he's holding his weapons defensively, he looks more curious than anything. Just, it is always reassuring when someone knows my name when I do not know theirs. And we did not invade the library. We were allowed in.
By whom?
The Silver Saber. We were given a trial upon entrance at their behest.
And there are others?
Well, two of my friends, which I imagine you know their names, have already escaped the trial as well. I am awaiting my friends to escape as well. Two left.
But why have you come?
You do not leave the library much, do you, stranger? We have been betrayed by one of the Vernai, and we are here to find them. They should not be in here.
This is a serious accusation.
It is one we've already been to court for. This is our test to prove our innocence. You wouldn't
Dangerous
happen to know.
quest.
Nesh, can you make a perception check?
Ooh, please, maybe. First roll, first roll. No,
First
that's
roll,
initiative.
first roll.
Well. Eh.
Okay. While what Pietro is saying is true, something seems off about it. We have an insight bonus. Okay, insight bonus. Mac, real quick. Did you recall that Nakesh's father mentioned that this would be like below the board, like they can't give you official orders to come and do this? Okay, so in this moment, Nesh, Pietro seems honest, like they're not trying to deceive you. They are here to do this thing to clear their name, etc., etc., etc. But they've left something out. And the bit that you know is that by hearing that the Vernai were involved, for you just speaks wrong. The Vernai would never order someone to come in here. No, that's just like...
They don't have the authority, which
They
I think was what Nish was going to lead with next. It's like
Yeah.
they have no authority here.
Yeah, but you don't feel like Pietro's lying to you either, if that makes sense. Like they definitely don't have the authority. Pietro's not lying here, but that just seems really unusual. Now, the other two individuals, Balsam and Kailu, they're still stuck in the illusion. If you want to, you actually have the power to switch off this room.
Okay, so Nish will kind of just let out like a deep breath. And then he'll kind of, just with a whim, is there a button?
There's a rune you can actually draw in the air. Like, it's kind of with the tip of your finger.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Let's make this a magic item. You can actually write script in the air using your finger to, basically cast rudimentary spells to, like, to utilize the facilities.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so Anish will do such. And he'll just raise a hand and you'll see him scribe like a rune in the air that'll just glow briefly. And then when it goes out, Kailu and Balsam will, yeah, the illusion just cracks around you, it falls away, and you're just, yeah.
All right.
I figured it better if we all spoke.
I would agree. And he's going to look at Kylie and Blossom. How are they reacting to suddenly being out of the test?
Some
Trying
could
to figure
almost
out what's
say
going on.
Balsam's unexpressionable.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's almost like he has a mask on.
I know, right?
It's crazy. It's almost like body language doesn't exist.
Kailu continues to be upset and now confused. You see, I mean, we see Pietro. What's like? Where are we?
We are still in the library. That was our first trial. And this is our new dear friend. And waits for Naish to introduce themselves because they do not know your name yet.
Nish actually just says, for now, you may call me the librarian.
So mysterious.
Does this librarian look like Surveyor at all? Or in the description?
Oh, Savia? No, not at all.
Yeah, okay.
Savia is an elf.
And this is a male half-orc that's glowering at you from underneath a hood.
Well, I'm glad that you've come and welcomed us, librarian. But unfortunately, we cannot stop and stay. We have a task that we must accomplish.
And what
But thank
task
you.
is that? People do not simply just walk into the library. Sorry, I did not want that wasn't even intentional. Smooth face.
No, but they are invited, aren't they?
By only one person. And your friend here tells me that you were not invited by she.
She?
The Blood Mistress.
No.
She holds domain here. Only she may grant entrance.
We have
There was one who came before us, wasn't there?
Yes. And now I worry that perhaps she may also not supposed to be here.
That is why we have been brought here, to find this person and hunt them down.
You believe they present a danger to the library or to the Blood Mistress?
I believe they pose a danger to the Blood Mistress.
Do you have proof of this?
We do, in fact.
And he just unfolds his hands from outside his robes and just holds a hand out.
It's like we have to do this every 5 minutes. We just had a good trial. He's just very obnoxiously like, oh, gotta do this again. And hands you the evidence, quickly explains what we told the Vernai.
As soon as you begin to talk, he just holds up a hand and says, silence you. And he just flicks quickly. Like, we've never seen somebody read this
Shut
quickly.
your whole mouth.
As he
Shut your
goes,
bitch ass
as
up.
he
I-
goes through the
If I want to
reference.
listen to an asshole, I'll fart. Fucking just give me the paperwork. Dang.
Damn, man, I like Naish. Pietro approves. Pietro approves.
Okay. Looking over the evidence, it is very incriminating, of course. And the orders that apparently to kill Ordorf, you know that no such orders were given. Like, you know, you can confirm
Mhm.
that. Whether or not they received the orders, you aren't sure, but you know that at the same time as their story clicks as to them getting orders from... Do you remember, like, at the very start of this game, everyone was in different locations? You all converged, meaning that you had to have been given something. Even if you don't have that particular bit of paper or whatever, Nish can tell from the expenses that you guys made for your travel and stuff like that, your accommodations, all of you moved simultaneously to that location. And the only reason to have done, like, you couldn't have colluded, you know what I mean? Like, you couldn't have, like, secretly planned this. It was very... Somebody else was moving those pieces.
At some point, once Pietro is kind of starting to assume that you've read through all the evidence, you look like you're about to talk, he will just say, "Are we back on speaking terms now?"
Yes. There is definitely something wrong here. Someone is moving pieces. And now I fear for the safety of this place. If you all swear you mean no harm to this library, then perhaps you can be of assistance. Sorry.
I don't know.
Stands
This
there
is-
bleeding on
this
the
is-
floor.
I don't know.
Your
this
friend
kind of-
is leaking. What, sorry?
I mean, this individual is kind of our target. We are supposed to go hunt them down. I mean, you can help if you wish.
You have taken payment.
Of a kind.
Make a perception check and make a deception check.
All right.
While those two start talking, just non-verbally, Pietro's gonna step closer to Kylo and just kind of be by his side.
Kylo's been understandably quiet, having witnessed what he did inside of that room.
Yep, you've received payment. Totally believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely legit. Absolutely good.
Yeah. He nods reluctantly.
Also, dag, that's like my second nat 20, so.
Very nice. Cool. You'll kill
Wait, so-
you'll kill Nation in a second, so that's fine.
Yeah, if you roll a third at 20, you get to kill Naish. That's so crazy.
Actually, you know what? Roll another d20. I know what I can do if you get another nat 20 on that one.
Oh god. Come on, boss up. Oh.
Ah,
Oh.
Close. Oh well.
close, but not quite.
Well, they have about an hour's head start on us.
I assume you know this library better than them, though. It should not be difficult to catch up.
With my eyes closed.
Well, keep your eyes open. We don't need any deductions to our race.
All right. Well, with a new resolve, the question now comes to Naish. These are sacred halls to the library. Not any are permitted to come here. If Silver Saber saw to test them, how do you feel? There are two more trial rooms ahead. The Trial of the Gods and the Trial of Finality before the library. Do you help them through, or do you force them to take the trials as well? Pietro, at the very least, seems to have acted along with Meg and Nakesh, who we're just putting in the background here. I can't write them out here at this point, so they're just
No, that's fine. Yeah.
They seem to have passed this trial, but Balsam and Kailu haven't.
Yeah, and Kailu is like, he's bleeding from his eyes and his wounds. It's different kind of leaking. And that's just...
It's also on fire.
Yeah, it's a little weak. Your friend seems unworthy.
Is she?
Although his record speaks differently up till now. And Nate will walk over to Kailu and heal him. I don't know if it'll put the fire out, but
Yeah. Oh no, it's an illusion. So once you clicked the your fingers, the fire would have extinguished.
Right, okay. Yeah. So he will cast the Hogwarts on which one's Kylo? Other one dying in the middle. Right. Providing I would know whether you're not going to die from heal, right? Like I wouldn't. I should have asked that question beforehand. I'm not going to kill him.
They're not going to die from healing. No.
Yeah. Okay. Then, yeah. So he will. Yeah. Put out a hand, and it's almost kind of painful though at the same time, as your wounds seem to wrench together and stitch, and it's quite a shocking kind of healing, but regardless, you are healed. And he'll hold out a hand. Kailu, stand.
Kailu's up. Climbs up, takes the arm, and actually will let
As
you help him up.
As you do so, all of a sudden, you are stabbed in the stomach. I didn't say Simon Says. And then you die.
No, Doug, that's
enough.
not how you can get the backstab card. That's not how you can get the backstab twist card.
I tried. All right, fine. Sorry, carry on.
That's right. First you heal, then you kill.
Yeah, that's it.
Collapses on the floor and dies.
One of those assassins. I can respect that. I can respect that.
All right. Naish, you help Kailu to their feet.
Yeah. There are 2 more trials. We cannot skip them, but I can help you through them.
So you can't tell.
And I feel it may be quicker.
Okay.
So, where you said they're ahead, you said they're an hour ahead of us. How long are these trials going to take? They're going to get further ahead of us. We don't know.
Yes, but she has no guide and must also go through them.
You just can't, turn those trials off like you did with this one, right? No?
He
Okay.
just grins at you. Yeah.
This is
Found
a
some
cheeky
pep.
one. I like this one. This is a cheeky man. Your help would assuredly be appreciated.
Okay.
Laura?
Well,
These halls are sacred, and only the worthy may tread upon them, regardless of the quest.
That was a very unfortunate accent pronunciation.
What?
It sounded like you're saying these assholes are prepared for us.
Alright, let's get it over and done with. We need to move quickly.
All right.
As we advance to the next trial, Pietro does have a hand for on Kailu's shoulder, just saying, "You did good, young man."
no, I didn't. I should have understood.
Then improve on this next trial.
I will try.
Okay, good, bro.
The next room is a shallow wooden room with counters that run along the north and south side of the wall. Its length is broken apart by a pathway that leads between these two doors that you can see in front of you. Let me just add a torchlight here so you guys can see what the fuck is going on. There you go.
Yep.
Okay. Now, the candles that surround this room seem to glow with different illuminations, and several hooks hang upon the wall here. As you enter, everyone but Nesh notices that upon one of the hooks is a holy symbol to Gorum that is stained with blood. This looks to be the same symbol that was worn around Ordov Bloodcaller's neck when he was killed during your assassination attempt. You can see that etched in runes and different languages throughout the room, almost as if someone had written like lines on the wall in different languages. It says, "Honor the gods, for they honor all of us with this world." All of you know that this is another one of the aphorisms of Akechek. A glowing orb near the ceiling dims as focus begins for this trial. In order to pass this trial, each of you are presented with a candle. Pietro, your candle burns red, as does Kailu's. Balsam, yours burns yellow. As this occurs, each of you must, in some way, shape, or form, use your faith to find the appropriate candle among the hundreds that are here to light with your flame. Each of these different candles do look differently. They do flick. They're all not lit up yet. Some are thicker, some are taller, some are different colors. Also, thank you so much, Christina, for the nat 20 for me. Yay!
Yay!
Bada boom. All right. Nesh stands in the center of the room. and obviously observes.
Are we going by turn order deck?
Oh, you can go however or whenever you would like.
Gotcha.
So,
Chug,
I imagine.
chug.
Chug. I imagine that, just because they aren't here, I imagine Nikesh immediately just figures it out.
Sure. Nikesh and Meg. Nikesh figures his out immediately. Meg kind of. She's got a black candle with a different colored light. Nash, you don't like it, but you realize she's not a member of the Red Mantis at this point, and that her
Yeah, he's
hopes.
confused by her.
Yeah, her presence probably is very confusing and alarming. But for the sake of it, she passes by illuminating a candle that resembles the one that she currently has. So she is faithful to a god, not a K-check, but because she's not technically a Red Mantis, that's okay. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yes.
You just don't overly like it. You're just like, well, you're loyal to your god, and your god isn't one of the red flags, so we're good.
May I posit something for how Pietro tries to solve this deck?
By all means.
So a Chekek is the Red Mantis is also very much the god of blood.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be possible that because Pietro is trying to more embrace his vampiric heritage, that he basically tries to smell out the correct one?
Make a
As
perception.
would smell out blood.
Make a perception check.
Alrighty. Uh, 43.
Right. Easy. You smell around and eventually you come to a candle. It's a regular white candle, but as soon as you light it, the flames lick up with a bright red flame, and you have passed.
Hooray!
That was a different candle that Nikesh set aflame, right?
Yes.
Okay.
so Kailu's. I mean, are all of the candles plain? You said that.
They're different. They're all very, very different.
They're all. So
yeah, Pietro's
he's
one was a
looking
white candle that was quite long. It had like a kind of a wobble to it, I guess. It looked like a handmade one.
Okay. So Kailu is looking for anything that would resemble the symbol of Achekek. I could check.
All right, make a perception check.
Well, that's not very good.
Oh no, with that's actually going to be okay because you are also legendary. You could see that on the bottom of some of them there is a symbol, like the maker's mark. So you pick up a few of them, and after a little bit of time, you eventually find one that has the symbol of Akachek, and you light that one up. It glows red, and you have passed. Balsam.
Honor the gods because they honor us by creating this world. Balsam's going to lead this to pure faith. Pure faith. He's going to stand in the middle of the room, right? He's going to prick his finger with a bit of blood, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he's just basically going to it's going to sound a little bit gross, but he's going to fling it towards the candles to see which candle it'll land on.
So you're spreading your blood over the candles to see if anything catches your eye.
Specifically, a single drop of blood.
Roll a percentage.
Okay. That's not a percentage, Matt. That's not a percentage either. Didn't roll the 2, but that's like 20%.
Roll the actual percentage dice. Let's see what you get.
Yeah. How would I do that? That's
It's the
fine.
double numbers on the far
Yeah.
right.
Wonderful. 33.
33. Oddly enough, the same odds it would have gotten you to get to 100, but you know.
Yeah, exactly. I know, right?
Okay. 33. All right. You find the drop of blood has landed on a blue candle.
Well, let's find out how this works. Belson's gonna light it.
All right.
It's strange, but he has to believe in faith.
All right. At this point in time, all of the candles light up, and there is just this rush of energy that swarms into the room. You suddenly have the fear of God placed in you. Let's see if you can take it. A will save. Oh my.
That's not great.
That is not great. You might die. So, let's see. First of all, you are frightened 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, you might be fine. Oh no, you're frightened 4.
That makes more sense.
And the proud owner of 106 points of damage as the wrath of the gods unleashes itself upon you. Basically let me get some cool ass music going here. Okay.
See, times like this is great to have like a virtual tabletop, because imagine having to roll 32. How many dice did you roll? Like 16.
32.
2.
Yeah, 32 dice at the same time. Like, how would you even do that? Like, pick up like a paint bucket, shake it, and throw it on the ground?
All right. So, Balsam, as the flames lick up, you watch as they take the form of a giant red flaming mantis. It kind of looks down at you with these beady yellow eyes, and for a moment you feel a twinge of fear, deeper and more primal than you have ever experienced before. As this happens, a large sickled claw slashes towards you. And as it does, you lose your sight. Balsam,
Wow.
you are in a library studying very, very hard. You are surrounded by other students of the Red Mantis. As this is going on, you hear the sound of a whip cracking. Balsam, pay attention! Or have you somehow or another found yourself so clever that you have somehow managed to, within a single day, memorize the scriptures and writings?
Sorry, sir. I was reading. I was reading. I was learning.
Standing behind you is a stern man who looks down upon you. You may be a talented mage, Mr. Balsam, and you may have the god's gift. Blood magic is rare. It is a sign of a blessing from our deity, but you shirk your religious studies greatly. You forget that we are no mere arbiters of death. We are servants, loyal, faithful, and absolute. And you're here mindlessly poring over your notes instead of truly understanding the words written down here Now with me, the aphorism for Akachek.
Atheism for Akachek?
The aphorism for Akachek. Would you like a hand?
Yeah, please. That'd be great. Thank you.
Because your character would know this.
Yeah.
Alright, your aphorism is... Oh, I lied. Hold on.
My character might not know this.
No. They will. I just have to actually... I just have to actually look it up. There we go. Alright, your aphorism is, for he who walks in blood Oh, you're just straight up not going to tell me. Okay, I see how it is. That's okay. Sorry, bear with me while I very, very quickly do some deep dive research. I do have the information. It's just...
Somewhere.
I have to manually get it. Let's see. So here... Pathfinder... Gods and Magic... There we go. Kylie, while I'm doing this, why don't you tell the group how you're feeling?
Kylo's glad that he's managed to get through this one without bleeding more on the floor. He's still... And he's thinking about what he saw and the way he reacted, and is kind of disappointed in himself because he's not. This is the second time that he has not followed the mandates. Sister Mary chastised him for changing targets, like not dealing with the priority that he should have. This is there. He's got some. He has a lot of self-doubt right now. So his head's not in a great space.
All right.
Even though he found the right candle.
Are you confiding anything in Pietro, who is there with you?
Yeah. It's. I think. Sure. So essentially, he will say much that to Pietro. It's I don't understand. This is twice. I can't fail again. But I'm so torn and confused right now that I'm worried.
You have a
What the
heart.
heck's happening to Balsam?
You have a
Sorry.
heart, boy. And it impedes on any rational thinking. That is true. But having a heart does not mean you have to fail as a red mantis. It takes time and you are new to this, but you can learn.
Oh, I hope so.
You will need to.
But I'm not.
I do not want to see you get hurt, and the only way for you not to get hurt is for you to not be stupid.
Hopefully you can help. If you see me doing something stupid, please say something.
I promise you I will.
You're
I
almost
have
as
no
fast
qualms
as I
about that.
I was going to say, you're almost as fast as I am. You should be able to intervene.
You know, one second, sorry.
I was going to say, at which point he kind of gives him a little bit of a grin.
All right.
That
Sorry, I'm back.
That's right.
As we're confiding, Peter said, you know, when I was first joining the Red Mountains, they were afraid that I could tell they were concerned I had too much care for the others around me, that it would impede on missions. And I proved myself eventually. There may be a time that you have to prove you can put the mission first. I think you can.
Kailu, we're giving you an epiphany. The mission first. A noble sentiment, one that is going to cling to you. To think about your friends, your family, what could have been, what is, what isn't. All of this stuff muddles things. It complicates things. It always has. You have had many people pulling and tugging at your heart in your many years. Many people who have fallen in love with you and who hate you or who still love you. But you know one thing's true, that life has never been simpler than when you have a target and you feel that draw of your bow, and when it looses and the light fades from their eyes, there is nothing simpler and nothing easier. For now, you need to steel your resolve in a way that you have never done before, and your epiphany is this. Until Savia is dealt with, all things come secondary, even the safety of your teammates.
Okay. Makes sense. It also ties in with what Sister Mary said. So it's...
Yep. All right. Balsam, back to you. The aphorism is as follows. You kind of vaguely stop mumbling some stuff, but eventually you must conduct your assassinations dutifully in the name of he who walks in blood. May your sabers sink deep into the heart of the unworthy or those who would try to usurp power not of their own. Kill and receive compensation, for through it you will be seen in the eyes of Akachek as the faithful. But know this: assassinations in the aid of self-defense or vengeance do not require payment. This line you long forgot. You long pushed into the back of your mind. You silly rebel, you. So you focused entirely on your blood magic, but shirked those bits and pieces which were very important to your upbringing. It's why you don't stealth very well. It's why you are more skilled with your magic than you are with your devotion. And through this childhood lesson, you are now being punished in the eyes of Akachek. Naish, you see that Balsam has failed the trial, where Kailu has succeeded. This can only mean one thing, and one thing only. And that is that Balsam no longer believes in Akachek.
Nish turns to him. You have fallen from a Chakek. You are not worthy to walk these halls.
Is Balsam still unconscious?
Still very unconscious, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry, never
Alright,
mind.
good to know.
I'll not say that at all.
No, you can still say it. You can still say it. It's
Yeah.
perfect. Standing
He
over
says it
him,
out loud.
looking down.
She'll say he instead of you, then. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. He had fallen from a Chakek. He
Yeah.
was not worthy to walk these halls. Yeah.
All right. Pietro and Kailu, you watch as Balsam. You don't see the flaming mantis or anything. You just see he lights a candle, then his eyes roll back and he just collapses.
Nish turns to the other two. Did you know he had fallen from the way?
He's seeking vengeance. Vengeance is not against the way.
It is not. Yet still he turned from it. He could have sought what he needed in Achikek. And he looks at Kailu and he's like, as you seem to have.
I've never doubted.
He
Achikek.
grins again. Oh, okay.
I do have doubts about our order at the moment. Because we have traitors within it. And we are all both seeking to protect the Blood Mistress, but I would be lying if I said I was not also seeking vengeance for what we've been put through.
Nothing you
Also-
have said yet strays from the ways of Achikek. So I fail to see why he turned away. And this time now you can see that this is just actually just Nate, just literally because he's completely devoted, just genuinely cannot grasp. Like, Achikek could have given him everything he wanted. So, like, why? It's just that's just a block in Nate right now that he genuinely just can't grasp it. He's like, oh, very confused.
So Kyle's got, there's one more thing. It's like, perhaps you should, you helped me. Perhaps you should get him up and ask him that question yourself.
You consider this. You are basically, you have power of arbitration in these matters and stuff. And Balsam is currently dying. Speaking of which, roll me a d20, by the way, Balsam. Jinx point, reroll it.
No,
Michael!
meanie.
Okay. That is going to be fine. You stabilize. However, as he lays there unconscious, it is up to you. You could throw him out right now. You could kill him where he stands for betraying the order. Or, as Kailu said, you could try to guide him back to the path of Akachek. I love how the jinx point on the death save was just so casual and nonchalant because it didn't do anything. It was just like, yeah, just die, motherfucker. Okay. So Nash, what would you like to do?
He will say to the other two just quickly, that you believe that he will be of service for the quest that lies before us.
Yes.
I absolutely do.
He thinks for a moment because he's like, should he really undo what Chakek has done? You know, it's like, is God's like said, fuck you? Is he really want to go, God, you made a mistake? But, you know, it's always been his way to question, because that's his job in the library. Not his job, but, you know, you can't help it when you read that many books.
I think as far as insight on that goes, you are devoted to protecting the church and the laws of the church, which include, of course, only the worthy can pass through. Who judges who is worthy? Well, technically, the systems in place judge if people are worthy, but your role is to also do the same. Much like how you've decided Meg is worthy because Meg is devoted to a non-red flag god, you can allow them in. Same thing, if you judge Balsam, you have that authority as well.
Okay, so it's the 2 action. That's the 3. No.
Right.
Yes, it's that one. Okay, so Nate you'll say, very well. We shall give him another chance.
There is another
And I shall help him find the way. Oh, wait, Balsam's that one.
Right. Balsam, you are wrested from the coils of your mortality and brought back to consciousness.
I didn't lose a limb this time. That's something. Thank you, the librarian.
He nods. I decided perhaps you needed another chance.
Another chance.
I know you, Balsam. Well, at least as much as can be gleaned from paper. And your friends speak highly of you. But
What
you
is
must
that?
welcome a Chakek back into your heart. It was not them that betrayed you.
No, you're right. My friends and comrades haven't betrayed me. But a servant of a Chakek has. In his ideal, perfect organization where betrayal doesn't happen, we were betrayed.
And yet he guided all of you here to fix that.
Or was it we that drove forward to try to get revenge?
Slap him in the face.
In any case, the target is clear. I will hunt them down and I will kill them.
Then do not fail the next trial.
Nash, you know this. The only person who should go into the next chamber is Balsam. The next one is a one-way trip. Entering the room, either they come out worthy or they don't come out at all. The point of no return. It is called the Trial of Finality.
Kylo looks at Balsam and goes, "Do you want a healing potion before you go?"
Balsam twists his, kind of cracks his neck a little bit. Just feeling the pain from like the thing. Drops to the ground, starts twitching.
So that's right. I don't know chiropractic. I shouldn't be snapping my neck.
No, thank you, Kylan. If this trial is the last trial, then I'll either come out or I won't. Save the healing potion. You might need it. If I come out, I'll take this one.
Okay.
Before Balsam enters the final trial, Pietro has a cold look on his face, but a bit surprisingly pulls Balsam in for a hug and just says, "Make it out of that room. Do you understand?"
Pietro, you still owe me a question. Of course I'm not going to give that up.
Then do well. And we'll release you from the hug.
Balsam will twist his mask, taps it.
Nish will also. Oh, sorry, Colonel.
No, that's it. That's the thing.
Oh, okay. But Nish will just say, "Remember how Akachek, why Akachek came to be an assassin for the gods. Even gods can be betrayed, Balsam. We are the ones that must see that does not happen. Remember this."
One thing you also say is, on that same note, is that we are the ones who balance the scale.
Yeah.
That's what these assassinations are. All right. Balsam, do you enter the next chamber?
I will.
Matt,
He will.
do you have a backup character?
No, but one together quickly.
It's fine. It's fine. All right. So, in the next chamber, I will also give this the warning of, this is, as the name implies, a final test.
Yeah.
The cylindrical room is 35 foot wide and 30 foot tall, hewn from solid stone with a shaft of light which comes down from the center, piercing the clouds that encircle the edges of this room. A curling, wispy smoke that churns clockwise as a unseen breeze continues to gather around where you seem to stand. The door you came from, vaguely visible, and one further up ahead through the smoke, are all that you can see within this chamber. As you enter, a voice speaks within your mind. The trial was designed to test out the worthiness of the Blood Mistress. The only ones who have performed this trial to this point have been those who have been worthy enough to lead the Red Mantis to glory. Do you speak Diabolic?
I don't think so. Not that I can recall offhand.
Very well. In which case, you don't understand the next words that come out of this creature's, well, this entity's mouth.
Yeah.
Make a wisdom check. Let's see if you can just hammer it together.
I would like to use a hero point, please.
Sure, not a problem. Because you have studied.
Yeah. Slightly better. Why is it at -2?
Because of your fear. It should be a -4.
Oh, fear, right. Yeah. Sorry?
It should be a -4. I forgot.
Yeah.
Fear 4.
Yeah. No, because I got the +2 from the misc for the thing, and
Yep. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yep, gotcha. All right. All right. Unfortunately, with an 11, you are not able to translate it. However, As this happens, and the final words occur, a blade appears in the smoke, and it hovers in front of you, holding its position.
This is the space of Akachek, isn't it? This is where he would probably, or he or his servants will probably be most concentrated.
You have no idea.
Okay. Well, Belson's going to imagine it to be the case regardless.
Sure.
We don't see eye to eye, but I hope you do see one thing. Your blood mistress is in danger. We can stop her. I can stop the person who's going to kill your blood mistress. You're either going to allow me to do it, or you won't. But I will stop her if I can. Balsam will reach out and touch the same sword.
It's just a dagger.
Oh, well, then the dagger.
The dagger is real. It's, normal.
Well, I have a dagger.
You taking it? Okay, cool.
No, I won't take it. It's just that I'm holding the dagger, and I'm like, okay.
Well, sorry, hold on. Are you holding the dagger or are you touching the dagger? Because
Touching the dagger, sorry.
So if you're touching the dagger, then you're not holding it. That's fine. Nothing seems to happen.
And if I grasp its handle?
It no longer floats. It is now in your hand.
Okay. Finality, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Correct me if I'm wrong. That might be on a wrong thing here, but I'd like to talk it out if that's all right.
Sure, please, by all means.
So, is this a test? Is this a test to see how far a person will go to complete the trial, or is this something that he has to sacrifice something to complete the trial? Like, what sort of vibe is Belson getting here?
Unfortunately, without knowing the words that are in Diabolic, you actually struggle to piece together the true meaning of this. This goes back to the lapsing in your religious studies. Do I have anything that can help you? Okay.
Because it's going to be...
I will go with A Beloved Tale.
Okay.
So, much like they were children's stories, the Red Mantis got their own stories as well, including the various upbringings of the Blood Mistresses and who they aspire to eventually become. There was once talk of a Blood Mistress who feared like no other. She feared failure, she feared judgment, she feared death, she feared Akachek, and by doing so, that drove her and her assassins to an age where the Red Mantis numbers and their successes were dwindling. That fear had consumed them. It wasn't until she had died that, through her death, the Red Mantis became stronger. The next Blood Mistress rose without a fear of death, for she knew that death was final, that the Red Mantis were not the keepers of graves, not the ones to lay down flowers, but they were part of the monolith. That though one may die, the rest may live, and though in your act of selflessness, your brothers and sisters would take up your arms in your stead.
Belson nods. he's going to, for the first time, take off his mask. Because if this doesn't work, Pietro deserves to see his face for the first time. And he's going to plunge the dagger into his own chest, I guess. Yes.
All right. Is the intent to kill yourself?
Well, with that story, he's going to try to think rationally that maybe this is the thing, that to achieve the common goal, he's going to have to do it. And if this is the way to stop Savaya, because if the party is held up on this and they can't go further on, and they can't stop Savaya, at least maybe Belsum's death might help them push through and finish Savaya off in some way. Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah.
All right. You take your knife. Do you leave any parting words, parting thoughts to your allies?
Finish him off. Live well. Finish Savaya off. Stop her, I guess. Those sorts of thoughts. He's not really thinking. He's just doing.
Okay. At this point, inside the chambers, Pietro and Kailu, and of course the others as well, all of you can see Balsam appear in the smoke by the candles. And those are the words that you hear him say as he has the knife to his chest. Do you guys say or do anything?
I
Pietro.
was thinking about his epiphany.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead, Mac.
Pietro breathes very shakily. Is the mask still on in the smoke version?
No.
Can partially see. Okay, knowing that he's probably only taken out the mask because he's guessing this is it. Pietro just breathes once shakily, but just stands next to Kailu. He cannot set a bad example for Kailu.
Well, you have your insight bonus here, courtesy of Odd Bandicoot. Here's your choice. Someone will die. Pietro and Kailu, you can choose to kill yourselves to allow Balsam to pass the trial, or you can allow Balsam to sacrifice themselves so the two of you can pass. That is your insight bonus into this trial. It is why it is called the trial of finality. It is to allow your sacrifice to further your brothers and sisters in their success. Kylo and Pietro, do either of you wish to take this up?
It's okay if we have a second to talk it through.
Sure. I mean, as players, not as characters.
Yes,
No, as characters.
yeah.
As players.
Yeah, as players, yes. As characters, no. But yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, at this point in time, with Kylo's epiphany of the mission is the focus and the priority. He's trying to calculate whether Balsam is more valuable to the mission or he is.
Okay, that's cool.
And
Without a lot of movement.
I think Pietro is kind of in a similar vein, but also drawing a bit from what we discussed with him pulling the trumpet card. Back in the crossover, there was that sort of shift that gave him more control over himself and
Mhm.
in terms of his vampiric tendencies. Um, and I think his role at the moment in the Red Mantis, as I described him from the beginning, would have kind of been he saw a lot of the new recruits in, so we would have seen Balsam and Kylie when they were first starting. So he would see it as if he dies, it's more just passing on the torch. That he's already been around a good while. It's less a self-sacrifice thing, more as just natural. He's older and they have more potential to keep growing than him, is what he's thinking. They have more potential to carry it on. So I think Pietro would.
On that note as well, they will also die long before you die as well.
Yes, that is true.
Sorry, did I?
Because you said that they're younger, so they can carry things forward, but also because you've got you've got longevity.
I'm sorry. Did I do that?
No,
If I was to
I'm
talk,
just giving you the other half of what you were saying.
yeah.
Yeah, you said you said you did good, and you said your whole thing. I'm just just take as well. Like, Balsam is young. Balsam does have a bigger and brighter future, but his entire existence will elapse in your lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you are aware of that as well.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I mean, keeping in mind, quick show of hands, who here would sacrifice their life if a cat was in danger?
I can't raise my hand, but man.
Yeah, right, exactly. And a cat, again, same concept. The life of a cat will elapse in your lifetime. Doesn't mean you won't put your life on the line for them, you know.
I think it's more thinking along the lines of because Pietro would know the tale as well. Is that yes, he would have more years, but the point of the Red Mantis is that it continues on throughout generations. It's not just one person lives forever. Death is final, even if it comes at different points.
Yeah.
So he's not thinking as much about time. He's more thinking about the fact that he's already taught people. He started being the one to spread the knowledge rather than one being taught. They still have stuff to learn in his eyes.
I'm also going to add another one here. Now, sacrificing yourself is also one way to go about it, but also, if the librarian is gone.
Just guy. Hey, Lauren, just guy.
Maybe you can
Wow.
maybe the trial doesn't need to happen if there's no one to arbitrate it.
Can you believe this guy?
Well, I told you. What did I tell you?
This guy.
Deadly Aussie gamer. You weren't listening.
Does
You just don't listen.
Can Pietro and Kylo like determine one knife from another? I mean, really, there has to be more than just one librarian.
So I guess
There can be only one.
It was the librarian. Not...
I'm just gonna see how many movie references I
They
can
can
get in
hire a new one.
I will also out of character just because this is a cool thing for Balsam. I don't want to just be like, no, Pietro steps in and he takes it. Is that another reason is because out of character, I am satisfied with where Pietro is in his story to have it draw to a close here if that's what happens.
Sure.
I think that there is more for Balsam to do ahead of here. And I feel like if this is where Pietro's story ends, it would be a satisfying point.
Then again, I'm also happy with Balsam finishing his story here as well. Because yes, his vengeance might not happen, but you guys will be the ones to carry on that torch and do that vengeance for him, which is kind of poetic. It adds that extra layer of...
Plus the new character.
Yeah, plus the new character. Then I get to play for like 2 sessions.
6 or 4.
All right. Well, the power is in Pietro and Kailu's hand at the moment. They are still deciding on
Kylo.
Bandicoot.
I was just sending you a message real quick.
Kylo is actually
Ooh, I
going
get a
to
message.
go. You can't. you know, it's like he can't walk quietly to save his life. And he's strong. But Kyler's also young and kind of a little bit self-centered in this regard. And he's going, yeah, but I'm stronger. So he's actually not going to step in.
All right. Easy as.
I sent you the message, Dad.
Let's have a look. Oh, no. Absolutely not. Not that.
Okay. Just that's where I was. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't.
No. Yeah, no. That's fine. No. Nothing to do with that.
Okay. Yeah. I was like, I think I'll let Balsam take this one thing because I think that'd be a very cool thing for Balsam to do if you are happy with it, Matt. Because it seems like you have a really cool idea of like why he's doing it. Mine is more intervening suddenly. So if you think it'd be more satisfying for Balsam to do it, then I'm happy for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fair.
Up to
All
you.
right. Watching with clenched fists and bated breath, we return to Balsam.
Make sure you strike this bitch down. And then he's going to plunge the dagger.
All right. You plunge the dagger into your chest, and as you do so, your body begins to tremble as you feel cold, and you fall to the ground. And that is where we're going to leave today's session. All right. Guys, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys had fun. Can't wait to see what Lucas and Callie say when we get back.
They're going to be so annoyed that they weren't here.
Oh yeah, maybe. I mean, they get to play with Laura though soon enough.
Well, yeah.
But as Matt implied earlier on as well, we are coming towards the close of this adventure. So rest assured, I will potentially replace characters even in this late stage. It's just part of the cool story. It's why we introduced a new character. So yeah, don't worry. I'll make sure that it's satisfying whatever seems to happen. Oh, did we get a physical description of Balsam under the mask? Good question. What did Balsam look like underneath the mask?
He actually was actually quite handsome. He was very handsome. He had like a pointed chin. He had hazel eyes. He was Arisian, so he had like that Egyptian feel. His hair was short and curly. It was quite good. He was quite handsome.
Nice. Love that.
Is it okay if Pietro would say something then?
About the prettiness? Sure.
Damn, pretty boy, got time for you to die. Just to show that he is relenting and just letting Balsam carry through this, he would have just said, "It's a shame you hid that face for so long." Before letting Balsam just take the hit.
Okay.
But once again, it would have been very distracting for you to all do your jobs.
Okay. Which does leave only 4 plot twists remaining. Something found, backstabbed, witness to history, and not black and white. I did get through 6. I did good.
You did good.
Was
You
this
did
not
good.
history?
No.
You did good, kid.
No. I haven't quite done that one yet. Oh man, this is gonna be tense. It's gonna be good. I love it. Oh, what's Dad gonna do? Is Dad going to just kill off Matt's character, or is he not? I guess you'll have to wait until next week to find out. Now, just real quick, because we are, of course, as everyone knows, in December, which means we're going to figure stuff out. So, we will not be streaming on the 28th. Well, pretty much. Okay, pretty much from the 22nd through till the 30. Sorry, from the 22nd to the 5th. So we're gonna be off for 2 weeks. We aren't going to be streaming any live play games. However, I will be doing during that period of time, in lieu of our usual games, we're going to be doing DAG reads. Where I will just be reading. Well, actually, so I actually, you know what? Let me go get it real quick. I will show you what I'm going to be reading over that 2 weeks.
I love Dag reads.
Yeah.
One of the best things he does on this channel.
I do love good narration.
Okay, so because it's Christmas / festive holidays and stuff like that, there's a series of books that I purchased, which I have been very, very eager to try and read, which, because obviously algorithms and yada, 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 plus I do still need to make money however I can, over that 2 week period, I don't really want to not stream anything, so I have purchased these 3 books, which are the published version of A Nightmare
Yay!
Before Christmas, so I'll be reading that, but also the sequel, Long Live the Pumpkin Queen,
Yay. I know that
and
one.
the following sequel, The Hour of the Pumpkin Queen. So I'll be reading all 3 books, hopefully, which cover Sally and Jack and a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, we're gonna be reading all 3 books during the that 2 week period. So same times as our usual streams and stuff like that, but we're gonna be doing some reading instead. During that period of time, I might be also doing some Patreon stuff. So if you haven't checked out our Patreon, do check it out as well. So we'll be doing things like some advice videos. We'll be doing our Session 0 for Starfinder. We might even very cheekily set up our Session 0 for the game that's coming after Pray for Death as well. So we might, sneak that in there where we can as well. Basically, I'm going to try and find as much stuff to do on top of things. But I know that we've got so many people on holidays, so many people celebrating with family, so many people that'll be away. I think it's just easier to just take those 2 weeks off. I'll still be here broadcasting to you guys, but then no one misses out because they, get to enjoy family stuff. So, there you go. Cool. We'll be back later on this evening for Gatewalkers, so be sure to tune in for that. And actually, next on Monday there won't be Curse of the Crimson Throne. There won't be anything actually. So we will actually have nothing on the Monday. So there. Yeah, literally. Yeah, because I'll be doing the Session 0 with them, which we aren't going to broadcast because nothing's ready for broadcast on Monday. But do again check out the Patreon because the Session 0 stuff will be on the Patreon stuff. So there you go. All right, we're leaving. I'm leaving. I'm going. I'm out. All right, guys. My name is Mike. I'm the Dead as a Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. You can find it here a number of times during the week. If you like what we do, keep supporting the channel. Keep coming up, hanging out, and doing stuff. And until we meet again, stay safe, stay wonderful, be kind to each other because why the fuck not? It's free. And as always, game hard or die trying. Good night, folks.
Bye.